It is such a honor and joy for me to be with Corinna today, an ex-successful stockbroker turned modern day shaman who is doing a recording for us to heal the divine feminine. Corinna, over to you.
Thank you so much, Steph. Yes, welcome to Healing the Divine Feminine, a guided shamanic journey. The shamanic idea, the shamanic ethos is to dream the world into being. And one of the many ways of doing this is through a shamanic journey, which is a form of guided meditation. In our case today with a drum. You can also journey with a rattle. Today is a drum. What does it mean to heal the divine feminine? It means returning to our true nature by restoring balance between the two aspects in every human, not just the feminine, but the masculine alike, and bringing back balance and harmony between the logical, analytical, often hierarchically inclined, mentally based, thinking based capacities and capabilities, often referred to as the masculine, and the intuitive, the creative, the numinous, the mysterious, the magical, the sensuous, the caring and the giving, the feeling based, the emotional capacities, often referred to as the feminine. And by restoring the latter to her rightful place, and that is side by side and throne by throne, if you like, eye to eye, the divine feminine with the divine masculine, we come back to a profound, healed and integrated version of ourselves. And that will give rise to a fruitful coexistence and a co-creation of these two aspects that are part of each and every human, and that will bring deep healing into our lives. I invite you to now work out where south is, wherever you are. And if you are not sure, you declare south, because I invite you to open sacred space with me now. Anything a shaman does is being done within sacred space. And I invite you in a moment to get up with me, face south, in my case it's here, and then call in the organizing principles of the universe. These are the four directions plus Pachamama, Mother Earth, and the sky. And these are also represented by archetypes. And I invite you to close your eyes and to really drop into deep stillness and observing yourself, because it holds so much information. When we enter sacred space, there are so many messages, because certain directions will resonate acutely and others will bring up certain memories that are good to be shown and revealed at this point in time. So without further ado, I invite you to get up with me, turn south, and off we go. To the winds of the south, great serpent, come, 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 and wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed our past like you shed an old skin, anything that has grown too tight, that keeps us stuck, restricted, limited, in pain even. Anything on the physical level, on the DNA level, on the ancestral level, that is connected with the realm of matter. Let us shed it in this journey, in this healing space. We call you Serpent of the Water. We also call upon you to bring your medicine of physical healing through physical shedding. We call you into the space. Ah, hold. And now you turn a quarter to the right, to the west. To the winds of the west, Mother, Sister, Jaguar, jump into the space. Jump into the space and let us see through your eyes, the eyes of the fearless warrioress, you who can see in daylight as well as in darkness, in this realm, the material realm, as well as the metaphysical realm, across the rainbow bridge, you who connects these realms so easily and can look through any illusions of fears and doubts, to look through and to recognize that there's only one truth that is called unconditional love. Teach us your medicine, the way of seeing, right seeing, and support us in seeing those things within us on the mental, emotional level that need to die in order to become utterly vibrant, alive, joyfully, fearlessly, sovereignly, abundantly, and so much more. We call you into the space of the transformation of all ancient and restrictive mental, emotional patterns. Support us in this journey today. We call you. Aho! A quarter to the right, to the north. To the winds of the north, ancient ones, ancestors, those who have walked this earth before us and will walk this earth as children of our children after us. Medicine men and women of all parts of the globe, be with us here and come through with your messages, with your infinite wisdom from outside of time and space. Be with us in this ceremony, in this session, in this journey, and speak to us whichever way you can reach us. Royal hummingbird, sawakinti, colibri, come into this space and remind us that we are on a hugely unique, epic journey that we have incarnated for in these tremendously challenging times. And you remind us of the lightheartedness of this journey, of the colorfulness, of the iridescence. You who goes on these tens of thousands of kilometers journey from South to North America each year, just following your inner voice, your inner knowing. This is the way, let's go. This is the journey I must go on, without any provisions, without any food, trusting, deeply trusting to find the most beautiful flowers with the sweetest of nectar everywhere you land. Instill this trust within us. When we are willing to follow that whisper inside of us, to follow that voice that tells us, that reminds us of this hugely beautiful, unique, epic soul's journey that each and every one of us is on. So let's remember and let's go. Aho! And the east, turn a quarter to the right. Winds of the east. Great eagle, Gondor, Apuchin, come, from the place of the rising sun and the rising full moon. Let us remind us of the fact that each morning is a new beginning as the sun rises again. That each moment, each morning, but each breath really, we have a choice of a new beginning. And we can always choose love or fear in each and every moment. So lift us up on your wings, soar high and show us the big picture as well as the tiniest details. Show us the mountaintops, the highest mountaintops of those which we didn't even dare to dream of, covered with white snow, the eternal ice, the pure white, the summer ball colors, the seat of the soul where we come from and where we return to eventually. Lift us up and show us this big picture, this higher vantage point from which everything makes sense and falls into place exactly as it happens. For the highest good of all. We call you to preside over this journey and inspire us and inspire this big picture view of the importance of the healing and the return of the divine feminine in these times. We call you Aho. And now Pachamama. Pachamamita, Santa Tierra Madre, Sacred Mother Gaia, Heilige Mutter Erde. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for making this life on earth possible. Through you, it is that our infinite souls will have a beautiful human experience incarnated in our physical vessels called our bodies, that you hold and you nurture and you host so dearly and so sweetly, so generously. You feed us, you heal us, not only with your medicine plant, but also when we are in you, in nature. We remind ourselves of our own true nature, of our state of wholeness. And like a true loving mother, you embrace us, you receive us with open arms, always, unconditionally, no matter what we have done or haven't done, no matter how we have treated you, you always receive us with loving and caring open arms. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your forgiveness. Thank you so much for your beauty, for your inspiration, your wisdom, your infinite wisdom of the cycles of life, of the importance of spring, summer, autumn, and winter, of death and rebirth in the next season, the times of blossoming and the times of withdrawal and decay, all equally important in the wheel of life. Thank you, Mother, for holding us so sweetly, so dearly, so inspiringly, and so lovingly. Thank you, thank you, thank you that you have never given up on us. Thank you for holding and embodying the divine feminine with all her creative power, her healing power, her grace, and her unconditional love over and over again. Thank you, Mother. Oh. And the sky. Inti Taita. Father, Son, Grandmother Moon, Star Brothers and Sisters, Great Spirit, you're called by 1,000 names, yet you remain the unnameable one. The magical, the mysterious, the nothing, the all, the void, and so much more, the unfathomable, the beyond words, the unspeakable, the numinous. Thank you for leading us together in these tremendously transformative times. And thank you for letting us be inspired, in spirit, in you, so that this divine spark can flow through us. And when it touches and ignites our heart, our love, it can become manifest. And we become the vessel, the missing link, the connection between heaven on earth. Oh. Beautiful. So, we're going to be journeying, and you're ready to travel, I assume. No prerequisites needed, other than an open mind and the invitation to really flow with it. And don't worry about making things up. A guided journey is really an invitation for an imagination journey. And your intention can be today healing the divine feminine. Your analytical mind is invited to just relax and take a back seat. There's nothing to be done here. And you can give yourself permission. You can really allow yourself to make a new experience with openness and curiosity. So we'll be journeying into the underworld. And the underworld in the shamanic mythology has a gatekeeper, and his name is Huascar. It's not necessarily a he, it can be a she, an androgynous being, whatever is fine for you today, who shows up. And he is a great ally And he knows the unconscious or the subconscious like no one else. And he knows everything about you, and he also knows everything and anything about the collective. So he's amazing, and you'll be meeting him, and he's going to be guiding you through this adventure. And with that, I invite you to find a comfortable position, either lying down if you can trust yourself not to fall asleep, or staying seated, and ideally you rest your head against something, a pillow or the wall or whatever. And I invite you to take some really deep breaths in and out, and release everything, all the thoughts, all the expectations, and take a deep breath in and out. And with that, enter a beautiful place in nature, a place that you might know in reality, or a place that you visit in meditation. And that place, in any case, is a place that is uplifting to you, inspiring, healing, where you feel safe. And you know it is a special place, and you feel with all of your senses so vibrantly the beauty and the healing power. And as you feel the breeze and you smell the beautiful air, you see a large tree somewhere in the background. And you are drawn to that beautiful ancient tree as you feel that there is a secret, that there is something special about the tree. And you come closer and closer, and you can recognize the shape of the leaves, the color of the bark. And you come so close that you can touch it. You greet the tree, you can hug the tree, and you walk around it. And you discover that on the back side there is an opening, almost as tall as you are, and you decide to enter. And you enter. And inside the tree, it is dark and moist, and all the liquids and the vitamins, the minerals are circulating, and you realize that your body is disintegrating, becoming one with the fluids of the tree, merging with the inside of the tree. And you feel this feeling of being drawn down towards the bottom of the tree, the earth, and into the roots. And you surrender to that feeling of being pulled downwards, down, 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 through the roots that are wide in the beginning and that are becoming narrower and narrower. And you can just feel outside this dark, moist, black, fertile earth. And now you're being pulled lower and lower, down, 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 towards the inner earth and the mysteries it holds. You have now left the roots, and you're journeying through the different layers of sediment, through the layers of water, further down, as you recognize that there is an underground well, there's a spring, and you decide to jump in to wash off everything that belongs to the upper world. And now, with a heightened speed, you journey down in this little stream that takes you further and further inside the earth, around bends, refreshing and releasing as your journey is quickening, and you are washed ashore. And this is a place you probably have not been to. It is your underworld, and you decide to climb out, and you look around. You look around in your internal garden, and you recognize a person, a figure walking towards you. And this is Huáscar coming to greet you. Huáscar, the keeper, the lord of the underworld, the steward. And as he introduces himself, you introduce yourself. And you explain what you have come for. You have come to release any old baggage which keeps you in separation consciousness, which weighs you down in relation to your divine feminine aspect and fully stepping into it. You've come to release the baggage, and you have come to reclaim, to fully remember and reclaim this divine aspect of yours. And Huáscar understands, and he guides you swiftly to the ocean of infinite possibilities that is part of your underworld. And he waves you over to follow him. And you walk towards the ocean of infinite, of vast possibilities. And on the way there, you pick up two stones, distinctly different. And as you arrive at the shores of this ocean, this beautiful, vast ocean from which life was born, Huáscar prompts you to take the heavier stone, the darker stone, and to blow in everything which has been blocking you, which has been blocking your life force of your divine feminine aspect. And he encourages you to blow in and release thereby any disheartening experience in your life, any trauma, any betrayal, any sense of disappointment that you had to live through, anything that has shaped your life by weighing it down, weighing you down. And equally, release everything that you know of or that you feel your ancestors have been experiencing, carrying, and perhaps passed on to you. You release every notion of sadness, disappointment, and any limiting beliefs that arose from those. Any limiting beliefs about trust, about love, any negativity around abundance, anything where you have stopped believing in yourself or in other people. Release everything that is part of your culture that stems from fear or pain, that stems from the notion not deserving, not being safe, and any other forms of fears and doubts. And perhaps even the fear and doubt how others might react. And before you release the stone, become still and honor all these challenges and burdens as they have shaped you and they have taught you humility, humbleness, compassion for yourself and others. And with Huascar as your sacred witness, you now dare to release with gratitude all these heavy burdens and experiences and memories of the past and the energetic emotional charge with it into the sea. And you release it and you stay in awe and wonder as you now turn to the second stone. And Huascar is inviting you to blow in all aspects of you which you haven't fully lived and would like to expand, would like to fully claim and anchor into your life. Those majestic feminine forces of creation, your highest hopes, your deepest longings, your wildest dreams, and beyond. Your lion-hearted nature, blow it into the stone, no holding back. Your vigor, your essence of overflowing love and creativity that is waiting to be unleashed. And your ability to give and receive bountifully. And all the positive emotions and feelings, the lightheartedness, the joy, the feelings of expansiveness, inner peace, serenity, and whichever beautiful qualities you would like to experience, you would like to incorporate into your life. And you can ask Huascar if perhaps he has anything to add, as he knows the subconscious so well and he knows you so well. And take the advice if it feels right, if it resonates, and blow in his suggestions and make it big and make it colorful and beautiful. And all this overflowing joy and this immense positivity, blow it in. And with one gigantic throw, you throw it into the ocean and you anchor it in the ocean of infinite, of endless, of vast possibilities. And feel into having released the burdens and having anchored the light-hearted aspects and these powerful aspects. And feel that you're not alone, that there are many other souls on a very similar path. Some of the souls you know already, and some not yet. But in any case, part of your tribe, your soul tribe. And with that, it's time to return. You can thank Huascar, knowing that you can always come back in another journey to exchange views, to take his advice and guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, you climb into the water the same way you have arrived. And now, unlike before, you're drawn upwards, magically pulled up. You wave goodbye and your journey quickens and you flow upstream around the bends, quickening until that river becomes a small stream of water, ending in an underground fountain well, of which you climb out of, releasing everything, leaving everything behind that belongs to the underworld, but taking all the wonderful memories and insights with you, continuing your journey upwards through the layers of sediment, through the layers of waters, now nearing this dark, moist, rich, fertile earth. And you can recognize the roots, the root of your tree, your majestic tree, that portal to the underworld. And you slip into these fine capillaries, these fine roots that are growing bigger the more you travel up, 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 up. And it's getting wider and it's getting wider and it's getting lighter as you're coming closer to the surface. Now that you're exiting the roots, you're coming into the trunk again. And you're slowly feeling how your body is reassembling, is morphing again from that joint state of being one with the tree into your distinct form of bodily presence. And you fully come back into your human shape. You exit the tree, the trunk, and you stand outside with a big sigh. What a journey. And you thank the tree. Maybe you want to hug it. And you start walking back, feeling this beautiful place in nature, so serene, so vibrant, as you smell the smells and you hear the voices of the birds, and you walk back to that very same place you started this journey. And on the count of 5, you'll be coming back to your full waking consciousness. 1, 2, you wiggle your toes and your fingertips, and 3, 4, you wiggle your arms and legs, and 5, you open your eyes. You best touch your body to make sure that you're fully in your body again, from head to toe. And I encourage you to journal and keep these wonderful memories with you. Enjoy, and may you follow a beautiful path of the divine feminine. Lots of love.